Everybody is always looking to avoid problems. But if you really want to get the best opportunities, what you want to do is find a situation that has a problem that you have a solution for. Let me give you an example. I had a friend, Don Hodges, that he was a great building contractor, and he would look for properties that had structural problems. He bought this one house in Tavares that had problems with the foundation, and everybody else was terrified for it, so he got it for a song. And what he did was, he knew what to do. He used some building jacks, and he jacked up a couple of the beams that they were on, and readjusted the foundation under there, made them up to code, and then he went ahead and sold it and made a ton of money. Could someone else have done that? Yes, but they would have had to know what they were looking for and been able to take care of the problem. Whenever you see a problem, that is always an opportunity, because someone else is going to be afraid of taking that problem on, which gives you the opportunity to go ahead and solve it. Now, if you negotiate this at the right price, you can make a profit. Now, that's not just in buying houses. That is also in everything that you do. If you're in business and you see that you have a unique opportunity, you have a unique skill set, you can go ahead and do something that no one else can do. Suddenly, you're in a position of power. Whereas before you might not have had that power, this gives you the opportunity. Let's take that down to the next level. Let's say that there is there's a task, or there is the boss is asking you to volunteer for something, or they're looking for a volunteer. If you volunteer to do something that no one else wants to do, and you do it very well, what have you just done? You have elevated yourself above everybody else that was around you. If you can find something that no one else wants to do, and you have the ability to do it, you are suddenly the winner. Now, you want to be very careful, because it might be a job that you do it once and they expect you to do that forever after that. And so you always want to be careful that you don't put yourself into a bad position. I was reminded of this when I saw this cartoon the other day. Never confess to having computer skills, especially on people that have no computer skills. Because what will happen is they will start to view you as the IT expert, and every time that they need to delete a file or do anything stupid on the computer, they'll ask you. That's great. Just don't let yourself be taken advantage of. Whenever you're in one of those unique situations, ask for compensation. Great, I'll do that, and do it, but then say, here's what I did, please pay me. Now, not always will you be put in a position where you're going to get paid on something like this. So sometimes there's a problem, but it's not your problem. So you always want to be aware of, is this a no-win situation? Let me give you an example. This one time, I was looking at this one beautiful house. It was a castle. This guy had dumped hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars into building this house on this beautiful piece of land. It was right on a lake. Unfortunately, it was right next to a really ugly mobile home park, and it wasn't zoned commercial, and so he had this 9,000 square foot castle, and this thing was huge. It was 2 stories, and you went into the main ballroom, and the fireplace was 10 feet wide and about 8 feet high. You could roast one of those entire steer on a pit. I mean, it was just gorgeous on a spit. Guess what? It was available for $100,000. I couldn't figure out what to do with it. Yes, there was a problem, but I didn't have a solution. So you always want to be looking at, is there a way I can capitalize on this? Can I exploit this? If not, sometimes it's someone else's problem. It doesn't need to be your problem. If you don't have the solution, if you can't turn a profit on it, that's when you might want to walk away. In summary, problems are great opportunities if you have a solution. If you don't have a solution, that's when you want to walk away.